The Giving Tree. In a forest on the edge of a city, there stood a great green tree. Its branches were long and leafy, and its leaves rustled gently in the breeze. Birds from faraway lands would come to sing their sweetest songs in its boughs. It was a beautiful and happy tree that formed a special bond with a young boy from a nearby village. Every day after school, he would come to the tree, eat its apples, and play hide-and-seek. The boy and the tree would talk for hours and hours. The boy would share all his thoughts and dreams with the tree. She would listen, and they would understand each other. They became the best of friends. The boy would make crowns from her leaves and pretend he was a king. He would climb her branches and swing from them. One day the boy said, "The water is so clear and sparkling, tree." "Yes, it is," she replied. "You are so lucky," he said. "You have the most beautiful view of the sparkling water, the setting sun, and the cool breeze. No wonder you're happy. I wish I could live here." "The water, the sun, and the breeze are always here," she said, "and I am happy because you are with me." "You are the best tree," he said happily, "and you are the best boy," she replied. As the boy grew older, he had new friends and less time for the tree, but she was happy for the few moments she had with him. One day the boy, now a teenager, asked her, "Don't you ever get tired of the sunset or the leaves falling in winter?" "Yes, sometimes I do," she said, "but I know the sun will return in the morning and the leaves will grow back in the spring. I wait for them." "That's true," he said, "but the sunset is beautiful too." "You're so lucky, tree. You have such an amazing view. I wish I could live here." "I don't know what luck is," she said. "The sun is always here, and I love to share it with you. You can live here if you like." "It's not that easy," he said. "You don't have any responsibilities, but I have to work to be successful and have a future so I can be happy." "Aren't you happy now?" she asked. "Yes, but I want more," he replied. Gradually, the boy stopped visiting the tree. She was alone, waiting for him to return. One day, the boy came back, and the tree was overjoyed. She called out to him, "Welcome back. Climb me and swing from my branches and eat all the apples you want." "I'm too old to climb and swing," he said. "Can you see the sunset?" "I've always loved it," she said. "I'm too busy. I want many things, and I want to see the world," he said. "Why do you look so sad?" she asked. "I need money. It's the only thing that will make me happy," he replied. The tree didn't want to see him sad, so she said, "Here, take my apples and sell them at the market. You will get money." "I'm sorry, I don't have any money. I only have apples and leaves." "Really? Can I do that?" he asked. "And will you be happy then?" she asked. "Yes, thank you, tree. You're the best." The boy climbed the tree and picked all the apples. He went to the market and sold them. The tree was happy to help the boy, but she was sad that he was so far away. Years passed. Birds came and sang their songs, and then they left. The tree stood alone on the hill, waiting for the boy to return. One day the boy returned. The tree was so happy to see him that she could hardly speak. "Welcome back," she said. "Climb me and swing from my branches. Be happy." "I'm too old to climb and swing," he said. "Can't you see the sunset? You used to love it," she said. "I'm too busy. I'm married now. I have a wife and children," he said. "You've grown so much," she said. "But why don't you look happy? Isn't this what you wanted?" "I'm worried," he said. "I'll be happy if I build a house for my family, a warm, safe place to live." "I don't have a house for you," she said. "The forest is my home, but you can cut my branches and build a house. Then you'll be happy." "Thank you, tree. You're the best." The boy cut down her branches and built a house. The tree was happy to help him, but she was sad to be so alone. Years passed, and the boy didn't come back. The tree could no longer talk to the birds, for there were no branches left for them to perch on. She missed the birds, the green leaves, and the feeling of home. Most of all, she missed the boy. The tree grew old and weak. She could no longer see the city or the hills. She was just a stump on the ground. She missed the birds, the green leaves, the feeling of home, and, most of all, she missed the boy. Finally, the boy returned, now an old man. The city had changed. The forests were gone, and the green fields were covered with buildings. The old man found the tree and said, "I'm back. I've been away for a long time." The tree was so happy to see him. "You've come back," she said. "Yes, I've come back," he said. "I've been sailing to distant lands." The old man coughed. "It's hard to breathe," he said. "The air is polluted." "I'm sorry," said the tree. "I don't have any apples any more." "My teeth are too old for apples," he said. "And I don't have any branches for you to climb," she said. "I'm too old to climb," he said. "I don't have a trunk for you to lean on," she said. "My back hurts," he said. "I'm sorry," she said. "I can only offer you this old stump." "Thank you," he said. "I'll sit here and rest." The old man sat down on the stump and looked at the sunset. "You're so lucky," he said. "You have the most beautiful view of the sunset." The tree and the old man talked about life and how the world had changed. The tree was happy to see him, even though she could give him so little. The story teaches us that the relationship between humans and nature is eternal. We must respect the earth and protect it. Remember, trees need humans, and humans need trees. Let's protect our forests and our planet.